Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Future Reach. You might have noticed our intro changed a bit. Yeah, we're doing a Halloween special. Come at you with like 4 or 5 episodes with sole theme of Halloween. And today's episode is literally an introduction on Halloween. So, a little story. I didn't grow up in Canada. I think most of you should know that. I grew up in Africa, where they don't really celebrate Halloween. We have other concerns. And then...
like hunting lions and shit.
Yeah. And then, so when I came to Canada, I noticed that Halloween is a very big event here, which I didn't think it should be. Anyway, so we decided to do this episode on Halloween itself. A little backstory on Halloween, according to the internet, that never lies.
No, it's always truthful.
Oh yeah,
like when it's ever
most truthful source you can find. Anyway, so we're trying to track back where Halloween is from. We found several like stories. So the first one, the one I knew of was the Gaelic kind of season festival. I think it's called Samhain or something like that. It was on the winter solstice to celebrate the beginning of the new darker season. The one you told me about was
All Hallows Eve or All Saints Day, where basically you put out, I think, a pumpkin or you put something out to ward off demons, and also you would dress up as something so that the demons or the ghosts or ghouls or goblins wouldn't like confuse you with that or something along those lines. So I'm not 100%.
Did America just like mix up all of them and just like make it one like paganistic tradition?
Let's make fun of our past.
That's not mine.
You know what? Let's make money off our past. That's
there we go. Yeah. Let's like decrease like the size of candy and sell it for like $1 more.
Because the thing is,
if you look, churches and whatnot. Anyways,
if you look around the world, they all celebrate some kind of stuff because the All Hallows Eve thingy comes from Europe. Now, if you come here in Mexico, they have Dia de los Muertos.
Wait, here in Mexico?
I mean, here in North America.
Okay, make sure. Go on.
Anyway,
correction.
Where am I?
Anyway, if you go to Mexico, they have Dia de los Muertos, which is literally Day of the Dead, where they celebrate the dead. They have costumes and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's a little bit more creepy than Halloween itself, because they literally celebrate the dead. What else did we find? I think that's about it. Like,
there's a lot more, but like it all seems to be stemming from the idea that like it's just a seasonal holiday.
Yeah, it's
like there's a winter solstice, there's Halloween, there's like one for spring, but nobody cares about.
Yeah, like where I found it, which is Wikipedia again. There were 4 seasons. There are 4 festivals for each season in the Gaelic thingy.
Yeah,
but I forgot the name of all of them.
Well, yeah, it's Gaelic, so
yeah.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Like, nobody speaks Gaelic. It's kind of hard to remember.
How do you know? There might be some people out here.
Hey, Sam, you speak Gaelic? Yeah, nobody speaks
Gaelic
here.
Nobody here, but there might be some people on the land of the internet that do.
Oh, for sure. I'm not making fun of the language.
So why are you hating on Gaelic?
I'm not!
Alright, stop it! Stop it! Alright,
please.
Back on track. So, as I was saying, Halloween was a very, very big shock for me because I didn't think it was that big of an event. So...
little did you know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, my God.
Out of curiosity,
anyway.
How much of a shock was like the costumes to you? Specifically the racist ones.
I'm going to come back to that.
Okay, cool.
So, I'm just going to call upon you because I have none. What is your favorite Halloween memory?
Like, as a kid, Halloween was probably my favorite times because you get to dress up, hang out with your friends, and go ahead and get candy. What more would you want as a kid is to go ahead and knock door to door and get candy.
Yep.
That's basically what you want in life, is to have fun, dress up as your favorite at that time period. Power Rangers, Ninja, Scary Ghoul, it didn't matter. You dress it up and you just have fun. All the above. You could be a zombie ninja Power Ranger. That might already exist in a TV series, but you know.
That has to be a thing at this point.
But like, that's my favorite memory is as a young child.
Oh God, is it?
Kamen Rider, Blade, It's one of them. He's already dead. Wait, hang on. Ghost.
Zombie
Kamen
Ninja.
Rider Ghost. He's already dead. So, and he is a Power Ranger. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So kids, there's a costume idea. Let's throwing it out there. What do you go make?
It actually is pretty good. Kamen Rider Ghost. It actually does look pretty cool.
Damn.
But like as a kid, that aspect of gathering with friends and going door to door, that was my favorite part.
Yeah, one of you two.
I don't really have a Halloween memory. I kind of keep forgetting about it during the year at school until I got candy. Then after, when I became an adult, it's like, it's a thing people do. Mick?
That was fast. Mick?
Okay, so forgive me for dying there, but I have known him for a while. Actually, when we were children, and yeah, it makes sense. He just didn't really
Like it's
he didn't really celebrate it. Really, like, it's
like I go
there.
back home with like a custom. Like, that's some gin shit. Go away.
Oh man, okay, cultures, right?
Oh yeah.
Smaller viewers get it.
For me, let's see. Favorite memory of Halloween. Ooh, there's been a lot. I think one of my favorite ones. I mean, definitely the whole going out for candy and whatnot is fun. But it was one time I went with like my godparents and whatnot. We went out to like Fright Fest or something, and they did that whole like, you know, you go through the haunted like place and whatnot, and people try to come out and scare you and shit. So that was actually pretty cool. But yeah, like definitely Halloween, like for me and around what I did, it was a lot of like, hey, what are we doing? Okay, well, are we knocking on the door getting candies, or are we going to an event or whatnot? So like,
Well, to me, eventually it became staying in, being a shut-in, and watching movies. But that's eventually what it became for me after I got too old to go trick-or-treating.
All right,
like
so
adult.
Yeah, when I became an adult. Well,
Sure.
did I ever become an adult?
Actually, the last time I went trick or treating was actually 22 or 3. So like,
Alright.
yeah, for a while. You know,
Okay, okay.
for a while.
but when you went trick or treating though, what about the costumes you saw?
Mm.
Because I'm gonna come back to what he said. The costumes were a big shock for me.
Yeah, like it's always weird to see like a kid in blackface.
Wait, what?
Okay, no, you just took it extreme. We're talking costumes. You're talking about racists. That's like chill. Just
happens.
break it back.
What are you, Obama?
Right, chill. Okay, so I'm gonna start with costumes. Weird ass costumes that should not be in any way Halloween related. Number one, what's the most PC way to say it? Women, Halloween is usually during the cold season.
They're just super ginger.
Try to cover up more.
But Halloween, 'tis the season for sexy anything. That's all it comes down
Tis
to.
the season.
Tis the season. Sexy microphone stand. That's a costume. Sexy Pennywise. Somebody's
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
that is actually
You know,
trending right now, people. Sexy Pennywise
Sexy
costumes.
Chucky doll. Hell, somebody did. You
Oh.
remember Chucky from Rugrats? Somebody did a sexy Chucky cosplay.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But you know what?
Wait, did she know what she was dressed up as, or was this like an overall?
This
Are you
probably
kidding
knew
me?
exactly what was going
People
on.
know exactly what they're doing. You know that, right? For the most part.
I don't give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Sometimes he
Especially if
says.
they vote for
But-
anyways.
But now, like nowadays, it doesn't matter what it is. They're sexy something.
Yeah, like
Not that I'm complaining.
it's literally anything with sexy in front of it, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not
sexy
complaining,
dog shit.
but it's not related to Halloween.
Sexy end table.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And let me rest my case. It will never end. But let's be fair.
We're not judging, by the way. So
not
it's not.
judging.
It's
Speak
not.
for yourself.
There's no judging. But like, you know, sometimes
That's like goddamn creativity.
I mean, hang on. Like sometimes they look at like women. Sometimes you look at us and you act like we just want that shit. No. We actually sometimes think that's not practical. What the fuck are you doing? Like you're in no clothes and
Toronto.
going like I'm a sexy fucking cat. I would do like a pussy cat. What was like Jodie and the Pussycats? We're gonna do that for Halloween. You're like very tight shit.
Wait, that's
Up
crazy.
to the fucking ass, and you're like.
That's a leotard with a tail.
Thank you. And but you're looking, you're like, I mean, it looks nice.
And we know you're going dancing for shit.
But damn. But
I
damn.
feel like we should have a counter of how many curse words were just in between you two in the last like 2 minutes.
I didn't swear. I said shit,
Swear.
damn, and like.
So add to that counter.
Yeah.
Is there like an actual ticker? Does somebody have a ticker?
Actually, there was a
Never
guy.
mind.
Good wait for like Mick to drop the N bomb.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
no.
no.
Okay, so except from the sexy costumes, there is also the how did you call it? The inappropriate.
There's also inappropriate costumes.
Yeah.
You get the ones that are like a guy, like some costume stores actually sell them where it's like guy dressed up as a tampon that's bleeding. It's like, is that really necessary? Come on, really?
Those are sound like weird ones. Like not so much. Nah, that's inappropriate. Never mind. Yeah, I take that back. Go on.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of inappropriate
There's a
ones.
lot of weird
There's ones with like a scary clown with a giant dick. Like, does that really necessarily have to be there?
Does that have to exist?
No, because you can do Halloween costumes because it's all about dressing up about either something scary or something that
creative.
or creative.
Creative,
And there's nothing wrong with creative. It's just like, I guess there is times it's just like, yeah, not necessary. What were you going with? Like a clown with a big dick kind of thing? Is like,
Why?
Okay, yeah, why? I mean, unless you're referencing Scream.
Okay,
Was that
okay.
I didn't see the movies.
No.
That I was in, yeah.
It was what is it? Scary Movie 2.
Yes.
Exactly. Unless you're going for Scary Movie 2, I understand.
Charlie Sheen.
Unless you're referencing movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
then,
weird.
Then I understand it.
Yeah.
At least make it very known that you're going for that thing, because a lot of them are just being offensive for the sake of being offensive.
God,
And some of them are just being sexy for the sake
I'm
of
trying
it.
to piss off at least one person at this party.
At least.
That's my goal.
Yeah, but just as a reminder to our viewers, dress accordingly. If you go trick-or-treating, be careful about what you get. Because if you go on the internet, again, the most truthful, and...
There's razor blades and like heroin needles in it.
Yeah, it's like, I remember it was last year or a few years back, like, there was a problem with drugs. Like, literally, candies were laced with ecstasy and drugs like that.
It's for the kids, man.
See, now I'm really regretting having you in here. It's like, why? Just why?
I do it for the kids, and it just like jumps off. No, like that's messed up. You know what I mean? Like, I know you
I'm
know
not
that.
saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not.
I know you know that.
But just like you're at home, you're bored, you just look at your windows, like 20 kids just like tripping out. Like that's kind of funny in a horrible way.
But if you're a kid, you have no idea of the concept, what is happening, and you're going fucking.
Yeah, it just looks like ridiculous kids. You don't know they're high; they're just bumping into shit.
Ah, you motherfucker!
What is wrong with you?
I did not plan this episode this way.
We're trying to talk about candy, and here you're talking about lazy kids and watching them run around, bumping into They might as well run into traffic with your logic.
Whoa, well, like now you're just going too far, Al.
Whoa, you're the one who
calm
started
down.
this.
You have to calm down. Like there might be kids watching.
Oh God.
Be careful. Be careful.
Because of people like him.
Don't knock at his door. Do not.
He doesn't even.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even do it.
The weird part is, before the show, he was mentioning a kid coming back with a trick or treat bucket with a gun in it.
No, hold on, no. Let me clarify. No, that's not what I said. I said there's like a hashtag or something for like Twitter and Instagram, or it's a joke. Like,
yeah.
Watch out, everyone. This morning or tonight, my kid came back with like a Glock in the middle of his Kit Kat.
Yeah,
It's just funny.
That's actually funny.
but like, literally though. But be careful though, because there
have been a lot of incidents.
Yeah, razor blades, drugs, stuff like that. So
It's rare, but it happens. Yeah.
Needles and shit. Stop playing around with that shit.
yeah, don't
It's not
like
cool.
check the candies.
You're ruining. You're ruining taking candy from strangers.
That's actually one of the things I'm also like just very surprised of. Like, why do that? Why?
Was it a thing?
Yeah, why?
Like, what do you get out of it?
It's
A lot of kids
human
enjoy
behavior.
going out, like what I did when I was younger, is go out and enjoy, knock on the door, get the candy.
Yeah.
Right? It was all about the fun, even though,
Gotta get that.
you know, gotta get that bag full of candy, right?
Stay within like your area, like within like the couple neighborhoods you have close to you. At least like that way you know who did it. There's repercussions.
Listen to the weird guy. He says some fucked up shit sometimes, but sometimes he has reason, which is Suleiman. Anyway, so to wrap it up, I'm gonna wrap it up because we got another episode coming for you. So just stay tuned. But just as a warning, dress accordingly, please. We don't want you to fall sick or
Freeze your fucking ass off.
as he said. Anyway, be careful about the candies you get too. Careful, mind yourself of guns, razor, drugs, whatever you might find in there.
If you get laced with drugs, be careful of cars.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, just go home and enjoy it.
Get yourself to a hospital. What do you mean?
Look at this rocket candy, man.
Anyway, if you want to watch more, we got more for you. We're coming back with we're making a list of movie marathons you should do during Halloween, so stay tuned. It's coming up next. Yeah. And in the comments, hit us up in the comments about what costume you plan on having this year, or what you want to see, or what you think would be popular this year.
Like what is your favorite like Halloween memory? Like
Or that too.
Favorite candy? What do you like getting?
Or better yet,
Kit Kat.
what would you rate this episode in terms of like, is this a G guidance, PG? I think we dropped some info. Is this like A for adult or R, like as restricted? Yeah.
I'm hoping at least one of you just puts like Sweeney Todd.
All right. See you
Sweeney
guys.
Todd.
Rated Deadpool.
Say bye, ladies and gentlemen.
Take care.
Take care. Have fun. Enjoy.
Try to figure out which one it is.
Thanks
It's the
for
lady.
watching.
Anyway, bye.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, you can check out the next video here. If you're in a daring mood, you can select a random video here.